Hey, welcome to Coffee and Candor. This is Chris.
Amber.
Ross.
Brandy.
And Brandy's going to take us in.
Hi, everybody. Coming at you from Easter Sunday. And we were all at a wedding together yesterday, and it was really a lovely celebration. And
we want to say congratulations to Erica and Yachty.
yes,
Congratulations.
It was a beautiful service and party, and I wish them a lifetime of happiness. But part of what they did is they went around to everybody, and we wrote down marriage advice.
Which is funny that even the single people did that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I thought
no.
that. I thought.
Yeah.
All the single people were like, I don't know what I'm supposed to write.
No, you're not.
But it was really neat because it got us thinking about our own stories. Of course, we've talked about it, but for those of you who don't know, like Ross and I have been married almost 28 years. Chris and Amber have been married.
We'll have been married 21 years in July.
So, and we all married very young. So
yeah, the difference is how long did you guys date? Or how long did you know each other? Let's just go with that.
we knew each other on and off.
2 years.
2.5.
2
years. Yeah.
From the time we met until the time we tied the knot was 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's like my parents.
Weirdos.
That's what my parents did, like 40 days.
Yeah.
40 days and 40 nights.
I don't know about the nights, but anyway, so we thought we'd kind of tell because neither of our paths to the altar were traditional.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd talk about our own stories and maybe like share what advice we offered to the newlyweds, and just maybe y'all can get to know us better. And fun topic.
Ready, go.
Well, you go.
Oh.
As Ben's talking.
Oh, okay. All right. So, do you want to tell your side or my side first? Well, you're not going to tell my side.
Why do we have different sides?
Yeah, why are you taking sides, man? That sounds like...
Because we're different people.
Yeah.
I know we do everything together, but we're not the
the
same
story of how
people.
we met's the same.
But the story
The
about how
story's
you felt.
the same, but the
Perspective.
The
Okay, you
perspective
go.
is okay. Fine. All right. So me and a buddy of mine. I was in the military. I was in the Air Force. I was in tech school in Wichita Falls, Texas, which is just an awful place. But anyway, I was there, and a buddy of mine was having to have this surgery, right? And he was concerned about it, and so on Friday night we went to the club.
The only one.
Pretty sure there was only one. And it was called.
was the big one. It was the new one.
Yeah, it was called.
They had a bunch of different clubs in the same building.
Oh, okay.
It was called Graham Central Station, and my buddy was getting trashed, and I was driving.
Surgery nerves.
Right. And so he and I swear to God, I don't want to hear shit about objectification. We were looking at women's asses as they walked by. That was the whole plan for the evening.
Like, that's been my whole plan since puberty, is looking at dudes' butts.
Yeah, well, that's what we were doing, except it was women. And Amber walked by, and I was like, oh, wow. Okay.
I like that one.
And then, all right, so, but I let it go because I didn't, I just let it go because she had this t-shirt on that...
Yeah, there was a local band called Bowling for Soup that I loved.
Okay, so
They had
those
their
words...
shirt on.
They were a local band at the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Those words don't ever go together, right? I've never heard any phrase that's bowling for soup, right? So what in my... Jesus,
Wow, Hillary.
dumbass dog.
So you didn't know who the band was at the time?
No, that's not the... You're going on a different
sorry.
one. So in my head, what played out was, okay, this must be... Because I thought it said bowling for souls,
Oh.
right? And
You're like,
because
religious freak, run.
yeah, because everything's the same except the very last letter, and it even looks the same if you catch it at the wrong angle, right? So I'm like, oh, I'm leaving that alone. Oh, I don't want any part of that.
I don't want any religious freaks tonight.
That doesn't sound like a good time. So, yeah. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna leave it, and we continue about our evening activities. But I saw where she went. She went like across the dance floor. So I had to, if I were to go approach her, I would have to go across the dance floor, which was empty.
Was she boogieing?
No.
I don't dance.
She doesn't dance. So I would have to go across the dance floor in front of God and everybody. There's no way I could do this sneakily. She would see me coming a mile away.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah. And I had some pretty good games, so I wasn't exceptionally concerned about that. But it just, if I didn't have to go across,
I mean,
then
it was
fine.
like I either have to, if I'm going to do this, I have to commit.
Yeah. There's no getting halfway there and changing my mind. It's all or nothing. So I don't know. Probably 15 minutes went by, and me and my buddy are sitting there bullshitting and checking out asses and everything. And I was thinking, I was like, why would she wear that shirt here?
Is she trying to save souls in the club?
That's what it is.
I was like, that seems out of place. And the more I thought about it, I was like, that's just that. I must have misread that. So my initial idea is based on false information. And I was like, okay, well, she had a really nice ass and nice curves.
She could be crazy, but she did have a nice booty. I'm weighing this.
Yeah, I mean, it's, risk versus reward is what it is.
Reasonable.
And I was like, okay. Fuck, I guess we'll see what happens. So I went over there, and her shirt said bowling for soup. Still didn't mean...
You're like, well, it makes no more sense now.
Yeah, I was like, well, that still doesn't mean shit to me.
But it doesn't sound religious.
Yeah, I was like, well, that doesn't make any fucking sense, but it doesn't say souls, so I guess that's one for the win. And my pickup line was probably the best one that I've ever used.
Oh, God.
Because she's sitting there, and she has resting bitch face anyway.
I said you had a beautiful body.
No. That's ridiculous.
I was actually bitchy that night.
Yeah. So I walked up to her, and I said, "Hey, what are you pissed about?"
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. That's perfect.
Yeah. And,
in case you don't know, Amber has the original resting bitch face.
Yeah, she does. So that was it. She didn't stand a chance after that.
She was like, "Whoo, what's this?"
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So yeah, my day started out. I went to work, and I was supposed to be spending the night with a girl that I worked with.
When not in the happy way either. Just like, but when you're done, I got to tell them about when that chick chewed my ass.
Oh, okay.
Well, so were you looking for a dude that night?
Yeah, the one
I'll
that was
get to
supposed
it.
to. Oh, sorry.
All right.
I'll get to it. So she didn't show up for work that day. So I was like, what the hell? I guess
Like our
I haven't heard from her. Are her plans still on? I don't know. So I got off work, and I had my bag in the back seat and everything, and I drive over to her house. She told me where she lived. I'd never been there before. Some methed out people in the front, and I'm like,
Lord.
who the hell are these people? And I said, hey, is so and so here? Well, who do you? Why do you want to know? Blah blah blah. And I'm like, fuck this, I'm out.
Are you the police?
So I was like, what am I gonna do? Because I had a night planned and now nothing.
Yeah.
So this other guy that I worked with went to this club all the time, and we were supposed to meet up.
Like in a knock boots kind of way meet up? Oh, I see that smile.
Don't know. And so I went.
Whatever
mall.
happens, happens.
I got some new shoes because I had my work shoes on, still toe boots. So
Which would not have gone worth a damn with those tight ass jeans that she was wearing.
Yeah. So I went bought some cute sandals and went up there. And one of the dress code policies they had at the door was you had to have your shirt tucked in. Well, it was for guys, but I was like, I'm wearing a t-shirt, so would I have to tuck my? So I went ahead and tucked it in.
Just to make sure you got no flack.
That's what got Chris's attention.
You're damn right it is. We call that fate.
I'm sitting there, I go back in the corner, and I'm waiting for this guy who doesn't show up. Second time I've been like
let down
blown
in
off
one
for the
day. Yeah.
I'm pissed off. I'm contemplating, should I just sit here for a little bit? Should I just go home? And then I see somebody walking towards me. Out of the corner of my
somebody.
eye.
Some dude.
There's
She's
a
like,
pool.
oh, son.
Now, what are you thinking when you're seeing it? You're like,
There's a pool table behind me, so I'm like, oh God, please just be going to the pool table.
Nope.
don't be bringing that shit here.
Do not come up to me. I mean, I
Stroll
didn't
up
look
there with
at him.
all of
I could
his
just
gang.
see there was a guy coming. I'm like, I don't want to deal with this right now. And
The rest
And
is
it was
history.
all
The
over.
rest is history.
It was all
What
over.
was your like when you first looked at him and really were you like, oh, come to mama? Or like, what was
Probably because I was in insane shape. I'm talking running like 12 miles a week kind of shape.
he had the hair all slicked down.
That's all I could do with it. It was
Okay.
I mean, there's a military haircut. There's
he was
not a
in the
lot.
Air Force, right?
Yeah, there's not a lot.
He didn't pull the whole Top Gun thing.
Oh
did he?
goddamn, that would have been awesome. But no, I mean, when your hair is that short, there's only so much you can do with it.
Did you turn the heat on?
Why would I do that? It's 95 degrees
on
outside.
yesterday, and I'm sweating.
It wasn't 95 degrees outside yesterday.
Well, it's not 95 today.
Okay, so do you want... We're not talking about a first date or second date
I
or
wanna hear
third date.
about
No, we're not going to
I've
say
heard
that to
parts
everybody.
of it.
I bet you hadn't heard this part.
I think I have.
Well, everybody else didn't go into. Anyway, so
We really got to know each other.
yeah. In public. So
Yeah, basically,
Amateurs.
oh Jesus, you're just going for it. Okay.
No.
Oh.
no. Basically, like, the night we met is basically, like, when we started dating. There
Yeah,
was
okay.
no...
So
it was
how long
just-
did y'all end up talking that night?
Well, he had to be back on base at, 11? Midnight.
What a joy kill.
Yeah, so we had to call it short that day, but we were supposed to meet up the next day.
Well, talking in between the kissing, because it took about 30 seconds for me to get her from her table to mine. So, because that's all this game. You know.
I can't look at you right now.
Okay. No, sorry, go finish your kissing.
I want to know at what point you're like, this is more than just...
Oh, it went fast. Like, okay, so he had to
Well, remember that 30
leave
seconds.
early. He had to leave early, go back to the base, and we were supposed to meet up the next day.
Oh my
So
God, hold
I'm
on.
sitting by the phone just waiting.
And you're like, what, 18?
Yeah. So I felt like such an idiot. I almost didn't call her. And
This almost didn't happen.
yeah, I mean, just
All this.
hand to God, I don't know why I did call her. I was so embarrassed. When I got home, or when I got back to the dorms, I was so excited. I left the dome light on in my truck. Right? So from midnight, I was supposed to meet her at like noon or whatever it was. From midnight till like 11 o'clock the next day, my dome light was on. It had killed my battery.
Oh, no.
Now, I'm supposed to... I go out there, turn the key, nothing. I don't have money for a new battery because I'm a
Yeah. You're a kid.
I'm an E2 making like $300 every 2 weeks, or
Yeah.
not every 2 weeks, every 1st and 15th. So yeah, I don't have any money, and I'm walking back to the dorms because nobody had cell phones. 1998, early 1998, or I guess mid 1998. And I was like, oh, well, fuck, whatever. Guess I'll just go do something else. And for whatever reason, I was like, I better call her. That'd be really shitty. So, and seriously, I almost just changed into my gym clothes and went to the gym. But I called her and I was like,
You would have been thinking about me all day.
That's right.
Well, so I called her and I'm like, okay, look, my car battery's dead. And she's like, I'll be there in a minute. I'm like, whoa, what? She said, yep.
I was like, I can pick you up.
Yeah. She's
Amber
like,
was eager.
I got jumper cables or whatever the fuck she said. I'm like, oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. She picked me up. We went to the BX to get jumper cables. So she picks me up.
I almost blew through a stop sign in front of a cop. I was so nervous.
And you almost went backwards in time as fast as you were going. No, what happened? All right, so there's a big four-way stop, or at least there was back then.
Yeah.
A big four-way stop. Cops like to park, you know, a little bit off so they can see people.
Tricksy shit.
Well, most people just kind of, you know, slow down, do the California roll through it. Not super genius here.
I was so nervous. I didn't even see the stop sign.
She didn't even slow down until she saw the stop sign. Locked up the brakes. We stopped in the middle of the intersection.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Lord
I
have
remember
mercy.
that cop was just sitting there. He was like, I was right here. The cop was going the other way at the stop
She
sign.
left
I'm
skid
sure
marks.
he was just sitting there shaking his head.
So,
These kids, yeah.
He didn't stop me.
so a couple of days later, or maybe it was the next week, I'm not sure. We had plans to meet at, what was it, IHOP, I guess. IHOP, and it was like a Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or some fucking
I blew off
weekday.
work.
Yeah, she blew off work. I got out of class at like 3:30.
Grandma found out.
I got out of class at like 3:30. You know, mile and a half walk back to the dorms. That's 4 o'clock. Change clothes, be there by 4:30. That was the idea. Maybe 5. I get back to the dorms. I change clothes. I am 2 steps away from the door, and the fucking tornado siren goes off, and they lock the building down.
No.
Not only do they lock
the base down.
Not only do they lock the building down, we can't make phone calls. It wouldn't have mattered because she doesn't have a cell phone.
Yeah.
we're all in this hallway that just smells like ass. in a, yeah, well, it was hot.